All right, YouTube, we're back at the garage. Gonna be checking out some stuff here. Well, first things out here, we appear to, there's not any like leakage yet on the gasket, but it doesn't have fresh oil in it yet, so there's, that's a thing too, but regardless. What we're about to try to do, this might become a whole nother video, so if it is, welcome to the video, and if it's not, then we're just gonna keep rolling with this. So, the Gsxr, especially of this model year, they put the rectifier right here. Terrible placement for it, it doesn't work. I've watched a few how-tos. We gotta lift this bad boy up in order to get to it. So we're gonna do that right now. Lots of this process is gonna be filmed so that we can put everything together correctly. So let's get into it and start tackling this relocation bracket. So step one here, the bolt is to come off, which is actually gonna be kind of a pain. No, guess not. It's a 6mm Allen wrench. If y'all are watching this to learn how to do this, or if y'all are watching for entertainment, then you're good. So, that washer's attached. This washer's set up there. So we're gonna set this over this way. I think this works. So now we need something to hold this up with. Oh, hey, howdy, hey. That works. That's super sketch. Hold up. Admire how sketchy that is. That is holding up my entire gas tank right now to keep it out of the way. All right, let's keep going. These three sensors here need to be unplugged. So let's just do that. Oh, wait. Okay, these two don't even need to be unplugged. They just need to be lifted. This guy needs to be plugged. Go. Or in here, we might just have a key skis at our, oh hey, this is where the wire runs for the thing. That's kind of fancy. Alright. Pulling this mod for now, or at least I'm doing this much of it. Alright. So now we're taking off this little bolt here. Our box cutter, so we got this zip tie here. Get out of here. This big cable thing. We are going to unbolt that and then see if we can figure out how to unplug the rectifier and replug it in without taking the airbox off. We'll see. All right, guys, it is day 3. This is probably going to become 2 videos. Look at this monstrosity that I have right now. I need an extension and an extension to undo this bolt. So we're going to take the airbox off right now so that we can get to the plug for the rectifier so that we can unplug that, pull it out, reroute it, and then re-plug it in. And then we'll have bolt on our new mounting location from the eBay kit. So let's get this going and let's keep it growing, baby. So, that's not split. There's our throttle bodies. Anyway, so all this stuff we have access to. So next up, the next step here, so we have to find our rectifier plug. Gotta figure out which one that is, so off to Google I will go. If you want to inspect any of your stuff, this is a great time because you have access to the top end of your engine. For the most part, I'm not really doing that. All I really cared about inspecting is the air filter, which I'm replacing. But yeah, so you know, there's your spark plugs and all that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the crappy lighting. We found the rectifier plug. And now should be simple enough to just work it on out of there. So guys, we need to take this plug off. Let's try. Which we're struggling with. That's the horn. This goes to the airbox. This goes to the airbox. This is on the airbox. As is. There's another one of these around here, right here. Right here. There we go. Sorry. And this is the rectifier's cable. This is the horn. So we need to undo this. And then these 2 cables are going to, well, actually this one's, technically we might not need to undo the horn. We're gonna try not. All right, plan B. I just went through all that work, but we're moving on to plan B here. It's gonna be loud to check if the horn still works. Cool. Horn still works. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna undo these 2 bolts to pull the rectifier off, and we're gonna remount this bracket with our new relocation bracket that's there and that mounting hardware. So let's do that. So we got some needle nosers, got our air filter, got this cable unplugged. So now let's pull this rectifier out. Here it is. All of this work for this little piece of electronics. So this guy, what's gonna happen is it's gonna move, the bracket's gonna mount it so it sits right here on our frame instead of pinched between there. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta put this back in / install our bracket. So let's do that right now. All right guys, so after a lot of fiddling, we have the rectifier mounted to the bracket. So now we have to put the bracket onto here, remount the horn, rerun the wires through here, and then plug those suckers in, and then we'll be good to go and get back to this reassembly. So let's do that. Mounted up there. See, horns up here. Bracket connects to the OEM mounting point for the original bracket, which you're still gonna have on. And then these are on here, nice and secure. Cool. So now what we got to do is we gotta take the plugs and such from it and rerun those to their positions on the bike. So let's do that. So we're wired back up there. So the throttle cable is right here. For length, we had to go on the other side of the bike over here and push the main wiring harness for the ECU in order to give us enough slack on this to reach this plug. This one was easy, this little guy. The one that was a pain to get off was easy to put back on. But that one runs up over right here on my throttle cables now. And this is running underneath the throttle cables. And you can see, no problems. Also, while I was in here, I cleaned off the springs for the throttle cables so that my throttle is a little more responsive. So, yeah. Pointing out where the bolt is. So, bolt that we had to reach is there. The other one is, I don't know if we'll be able to see, right through this hole in that little back sections. Yep, there you go, you can see. The other side has one like that, and then another pain in the butt to reach one, so. All right, the next step in our day here today is we are going to be installing the K&N high performance air filter into our air box. Gonna have to look in the I'll look in the directions for that, and then we're gonna install that, and then we're gonna throw on the new K&N oil filter, and then we're gonna fill the puppy with oil. Hopefully she ain't leaking, and then we should be good to go. So let's get it going. Alright, Motul, if you ever see this for something, I need to tell you guys, your bottles suck for pouring. It's kind of a mess everywhere. Foam kind of sucked too, but is what it is. So everything is now in the bike. Let's see. Hopefully the seals hold. But I mean, they should hold. But yeah, it's all in the bike now. We cleaned off, or are cleaning off the oil. We're gonna get a startup now. Make sure everything's plugged in correctly before we re-bolt that stuff down. So let's get that startup rolling right now.